In June 1812, Napoleon Bonaparte, at the height of his power, led the Grande Armée into Russia. His goal, to crush the Russian army and force Tsar Alexander I to submit to his will. Napoleon's confidence was sky-high. His army, vast and experienced, had never tasted defeat. The French troops marched east, their spirits high, dreaming of glory and conquest in the vast Russian heartland. Little did they know a different kind of enemy awaited them. The Russians, refusing open battle, adopted a scorched earth policy. They retreated, burning crops and poisoning wells, leaving nothing for the advancing French. The summer heat was intense and supplies dwindled. Then came the autumn rains, turning the roads into muddy rivers. The Grande Armée, once invincible, was bogged down. Then the Russian winter descended, earlier and fiercer than expected. Temperatures plummeted, the wind howled, carrying icy needles that pierced through even the warmest coats. The French, unprepared for such brutality, began to die in droves. The Russian winter was not just cold, it was a force of nature. It hindered the French at every turn. Frozen rivers halted their advance. Snowdrifts buried their camps. The extreme cold turned their weapons into useless hunks of metal, but the Russians, accustomed to their harsh climate, launched counterattacks. They harassed the freezing, starving French, picking them off with guerrilla raids. It seemed nature itself had conspired with the Russians, punishing Napoleon's hubris. Defeated by the elements and the Russians, Napoleon ordered a retreat from Moscow. The once great army was now a straggling column of the sick and dying. The journey back was a nightmare. Men froze to death in their sleep. Others succumbed to starvation or disease. Of the 600,000 men who marched into Russia, barely 100,000 returned. Napoleon had suffered his most devastating defeat, a turning point in his reign and European history. The Russian campaign stands as a stark reminder: nature's wrath can be mightier than any